Okay, it's day 191 off the grid, and here I am in Foxton at MavTech when I should probably by now be at home actually, because it's been a pretty dicey day weather-wise, and I probably need to get back and start the generator. But first of all, I must go and get some pies. But I've been mucking around with Radio Foxton, and I've even completed a test program, which I will actually use as part of my show on Metalheads on Access Manawatu that's airing on Friday night. It's segment 2. I didn't get time to record any more, and I could have, and it was quite fun because it's kind of like live radio again. Obviously, I'm not transmitting live at the moment, but being live in the studio and playing CDs rather than putting it all together on the computer, it makes for quite a different feel. It feels a bit more radio. But anyway, I've set up some more equipment today, so we'll take a quick look at what I've done. First of all, I've dragged out this old broadcast amplifier here, and I'm just using that for the VU meter on the Q channel so that you can get an idea of what the level of the next CD you're going to play. And I found that plugging that in created a bit of an earth loop, so I had to break that using this wonderful balancing transformer here. We've got quite a few of those at MavTech. And I found a microphone. I went through quite a lot of mics. I was pressed for time, and this was the best I could find, and we've got to do better than this. And there's some quite nice mics out there, but unfortunately many of them don't actually work. So we're just going to have to keep working with that one, and obviously need a mic stand. I mean, this thing's blooming awful, but it did the job, allowed me to do my test program. So I guess that's the two biggies really that really brought in here. Just the broadcast amplifier there for the VU meter and the microphone. Oh, and the speakers. Notice the Pioneers have gone and the Foxton Ghetto Blaster is back. That's because it turned out that one of those Pioneers actually had a faulty driver in it. It was making some sort of rude noises on certain bass notes, and well, I was hoping it wasn't something else in the signal chain, and it turned out not to be, and I was really hoping it's not the Sony amp, because I think that's a really great amp to have here. So it was the Pioneers, and that was a bit unfortunate because they're pretty good speakers, but these Sony speakers in this Foxton Ghetto Blaster are pretty good too, but just don't think it quite has the look that we want here, but you know, we can improve on that. Little tally's been working fine for showing the tracks on the CD. It's gone black and white, but hey, that doesn't matter as long as it shows the tracks. Yeah, there's a few challenges using domestic DVD players as radio CD players, but they're alright. They're alright. What else can I say? Oh, this isn't a proper radio desk, so therefore it does not have a level control that you can set before you go out on air, and then an on-off switch that radio desks have. It's sort of, radio desks kind of work the opposite to a live mixing desk, which would have a mute button to mute a channel, and in a radio desk it's more, that's an on button. So this doesn't have that, but it does have cues. You can queue up your CD while the levels are down, but to fire your CD up, you've got to put your level up. Well, I just find I set the level and put the fader up to where I think it should be, and then I let this track go by hitting play, so works all right. I've got the Asus E here. It seems to be behaving itself at the moment. This is just purely brought along to record the output of what I was doing today, so I can edit it together for the show. Although there's going to be no real editing involved, it's just mastering it really. So that's what I brought that along for, and I should really pack up and get out of here. So we'll leave it at that. Oh, chair. Just first chair I could grab. We'll have to do better with that too. But, you know, it's coming along. It's really coming along. Really coming along. So, yeah. Oh, suppose we can say about this. This seems to be the drink of choice around Foxton when it comes to whiskey. And one thing I really like about this is, look, it's 11.25. This was kindly gifted to me by the chairman, sort of as a thank you for some consulting work I did, just helping him get a cool old AWA stereo going, so it's all good. Whiskey, you know, as I say, it helps. Obviously, haven't drunk any here. Not allowed to drink on air. Not that we're on air. I could have polished off half that bottle and recorded this stuff. It wouldn't matter, would it? Because not on air, technically. I don't know what that means. Maybe I guess it's more what you say, really, not what you drink. You know, I mean, you know, pre-recording a show, you're not really on air, are you? You know, could you be completely cut and record it? I mean, if you say something really silly, it can always be cut out, can't it? But anyway, we'll pack this stuff up and we'll get going. So that'll do for day, what did I say? 191. I hope that's right. If it's not, I'll just have to annotate the correction. Off the grid.